Under the Sapphire Composite category, you're given a number of different filters for compositing or combining the footage in upper video tracks with the footage that's below it. The one that's the most important to know about is S-Layer. The reason is because in Media Composer, unlike Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, we don't have blending modes that allow us to blend the footage between various video tracks together in ways different from just a simple dissolve. In Media Composer, whenever you put footage on video track 2 and you want it to blend in with footage on video track 1, the only option that you have is under the blend category. So I have this texture element here. And let's say I want to blend this texture element in with the footage that's on video track 1. If I cut that in on video track 2, all I can do is go to superimpose, and it really doesn't look very attractive. It's just superimposing this footage on top of the footage underneath it by dissolving it. But using S-Layer, we can combine the pixel values of the footage on the upper layer of the tracks with the pixel values of the footage on the lower tracks in different ways, similar to how you would do it in either Photoshop, After Effects, or with the same exact capability in Premiere or Final Cut. So let me delete the superimpose from this footage here and then go under the composite category and grab S-Layer, drag that on top, and go into your effect editor, and you'll notice right away we've got a lot of different options. Under the mode category, this is where you're going to select the kind of blending mode that you want to do. And if you've ever used Photoshop or After Effects, some of these should look pretty familiar to you. So let's start with, say, multiply. Now all of a sudden this is pretty ugly, but this is multiplying the value for the colors on the top layer with the value underneath, which is why it's very dark. So in this case, maybe we want to do something like screen, see how that looks. Now you notice how, because what screen is doing is screen is actually looking at the highlights and the colors, and it's ignoring the darker areas, so we can actually still get the texture over the image, and the dark part of the image that was making it look dark when I was using just the simple old superimpose is not visible. So it actually gives it a pretty cool look, nice texture on there. And I would encourage you to experiment with these different looks here. And it's going to vary based on the footage and based on the textures that you're trying to combine together. But once you find the one that you like, then you can go in and you can start tweaking the opacity of the foreground and the background images. The foreground in this case being video track 2, which is my texture, and the background being the footage that's underneath it.